All right, stage 3 of Visions of Utopia. Here we go. This is where we're gonna need some serious bot training starting to happen here. We're at Hockenheim, and yeah, starting from the very beginning, we have an elimination that gets little dicey. So this is gonna require some serious bot training. So basically, start the race, stop, or quit, right? Once again, just as a sort of a baseline, show you what I mean. How far I can get in this one. And this one's all gonna be at the National Circuit, if I remember. And I can cut the corner here, but I'm gonna do without cutting corners. Certainly not severely. Right, so yeah, this, as you can see, the grid is spread too far. So a little tricky when you're trying to win this, because you have to win this one. Right, so and I think I had to redo this one like 9 times before I was able to get through, because as you can see, P5 is the best I can do here, which certainly is not enough. So what do? We keep trying and quitting. Retry, quit, retry, quit. And sometimes if it doesn't work, just continue off to basically, like, instead of retrying, go out, right? And then come back and retry. You shouldn't have to do that multiple times, but basically you do quit, right? And yeah, it's gonna run through the course of lights, but you're still okay, right? So basically you get the idea. So oop, I didn't mean to let the clock run, but yeah, see what I'm doing here. And yeah, the variety of cars, they switch places, they drive different cars each time. I don't know if that makes as big of a difference as much as just retrying continuously will give you the results that you want. So here, I'm gonna pause the video so you don't have to wait for me doing this like literally like 10 times in a row. So I'll be right back. All right, I lost track of how many times I did the retries. I think that should be enough. So here we go. For real. By the way, there's no penalty for going off track in this elimination. So, but it's good to know, like, the proper racing line, because there, if I remember, there is a goal that you have to stay on track later on and without crashing. So we're already overtaking, buying ourselves much more time on the clock, the elimination countdown clock, right? And P4. And could we Nope, too slow. I was hoping to get some tailgating time, but we may have to do it behind the leader, which is really probably what we want in the first place, you know what I mean? But if the P2 is too slow, then we'll do it behind P1, which is even better. And is it Veneno? Big green machine? Kind of a wonky driving car. So, yep. So, of course, 45 seconds. Once that's up, we can get in front and do the thing that we need to do. Right. And I want to say there's another goal that's going to take me even more bot training. What if it's the next one? I think it might be the third goal. So, second one, I think it's pretty straightforward. Third one, we need some serious bot training again. And then the last one, I don't remember what the last one was. There was a night race. That probably is the last one. Just the visibility makes it a little bit tricky. But yeah, so there we go. Martinez driving Veneno in the front apparently is a fairly easy grid. What do you know? But I don't think the type car or the racer in this grid made that big of a difference. But anyway, finish each lap under minute 16, so this one is pretty straightforward. Once again, no penalty for damaging your car or going off track, so that's all fair game in this goal. Yeah, and because it's not rolling start, first lap's gonna take a little bit longer, but even then, minute 16 is a plenty of time. So, should be able to do it. Once again, national circuit. And yeah, you don't have to worry about the other guys going in front of you. Certainly at the beginning, because they have faster acceleration. FXXK Evo. Oh yeah. It's a Ferrari. It's gotta live up to its namesake. They can accelerate alright. But Ferraris generally don't have as high of a grip as Pagani's in the game. So that's where we have to edge out our opponents. But yeah. "16 seconds, or at this point about 10 seconds to wrap up this lap. Should be easy. We'll kind of stroll through. Minute 14. So yeah, I think the fact that we have to wrap up this race within certain time kind of negates our previous goals bot training, because bots are gonna get faster again for the next challenge, next goal, and then we have to essentially retrain them to slow down. So yeah, now that you've seen how the bot training is done, I will just skip the actual training part of the video and just skip ahead once this goal is done to the run that hopefully I will be able to complete. Alright, will anybody overtake me? Because I have a bit of time to kill here, don't I? Minute 16. So there we go. Finish in P2. All right. And I want to say, so yeah, now that we're starting to see the regular flag bot names, Maestro Men, Hoodoo Voodoo, Stay Frosty. So Maestro Men, pretty fast flag bot. Stay Frosty, also pretty fast. Hoodoo Voodoo can be kind of a hit and miss in my experience, but it's one of the faster bots, so we're gonna have to do some bot training in the next goal, so we don't have to put any upgrades on this car, at least until we get to France. All right, so yep, so goal 3, this is the one that's gonna take some bot training, so I'll be right back. Oh, by the way, just as a reference, the bots that you're gonna see here at the top of the grid, Moises Gabby, typically is not, it's typically one of the slowest bots, but when it shows up on top of like Dr. Periwinkle, it is the fastest bot, one of the fastest bots. So we got some bot training to remove these bots. Once we start see the bots like Jim Bling at the top, that's a manageable grid. So that's what we're aiming to do. It's gonna take quite a few retries. So I will just I won't bore you with that part. So we'll skip ahead until I'm done bot training. So once again, I'll be back. All right, that was quite a few retries. And I think this is about as slow as these bots get. The freak at the bottom. So, all right. We need to finish in top 5. That's the challenge. Without going off track or crashing. So there we go. That was indecisive. There we go. P8. A little bit of off track, as you can see, is allowed. And then the 2 that we need to overtake in front, traveling together. Look at that. Just don't crash. There we go. P5. Stay on track. And bring it on home. So yeah, as long as you don't mind doing some bot training, the event itself is quite manageable. And just like that, we are through a goal that could be otherwise a bit tricky. And that brings us to one final goal of the stage. And the bots should be still sufficiently slow because this time I didn't still win. So let's see. This last one should not require any bot training. Certainly not anything that you have to do it very intentionally. Yeah, so no damage and no off track, and it's a night race. And it's a short circuit, so the traffic can get a little crowded. Alright, and this one I think they ask you to win, right? Yep. Very liberal with track border there. Ooh. Makes you nervous. You know? As long as you're both braking, I think it's a little bit more forgiving the way the bots behave, or whether they, how they count the crashing. So just like that, because that's pretty aggressive bot training in the previous goal. We got a pretty easy goal to wrap up this stage. Just make sure you know we are in a short circuit. So you brake at a proper location. So one more lap to go as we are wrapping up lap 2 here. 53 seconds. Yeah, I think they just asked you to win, right? Just double check. Yeah. 3 seconds of off track is even allowed. So we'll try to win by not such large margin of victory. Keep these bots more or less at a manageable speed. Although, if I remember correctly, I think we may need to do some more bot training in next stage, possibly. I'm trying to remember if there was anything other than the top speed challenge that was really difficult. I want to say there was another goal. I guess we'll find out soon enough. There we go. So that is the final goal of stage 3. So yeah, just like that, we're more than halfway through the event. And we've only gained, rewards here. So not too bad. And if you stick around, you may even win a free car. All right, so that brings us to pick up some rewards, right? 20 gold. Look at that. 1,250 victory points, 50,000 racing dollars, and that gets us to 60 gold reward tier. There we go. Nice. Impressive indeed. All right, so that'll do it for stage 3 playthrough. And we'll catch you guys in the next one, stage 4. So stay tuned and we'll catch you guys there. Take care.